Okay, I know it's kind of a clickbait title, but I mean it. Take the job that pays less on a condition, which is that the condition of taking a job that pays less will allow you value in a different way. And usually that value, if you can make it work, is going to be worth more than whatever monetary value you're getting offered at a different job. This is specifically useful for creative fields, I've found personally. Now, I've worked a lot of jobs, everything from like department of parking to a DVD shelver to customer service at McDonald's to being an RA in college that I never finished to all the way to working in media and being video producers and journalists with no prior training. Everything has just been self-taught and self-learned. And so if you want to enter a field where you're not classically educated in it, you'll hear a lot of people say just in life, like, take the job that pays more, always take the job that pays more, negotiate for more money. But that's not always the only value metric that you should be thinking about. And there's two value metrics that really will make you much further ahead in your career if you play a long game over just taking a job that will pay more money. Because often jobs that pay slightly more money, they're doing it because they can't offer you the values that you actually want and need, so they're giving you more money instead. Now, this is all implicit, but here's what I'm talking about. Take the job that'll give you the most technical skill training, or that you can learn from, or soft skill training. Now, what does that mean? It means look for jobs where you'll be around smart people or people that know more than you do in a technical area or more than you do in a soft skill area. Almost like mentorship. Look for people in environments that you can be around where you'll have mentor or mentors, plural, because that will ultimately make you a much stronger candidate in the kind of marketplace, and that'll allow you to command a higher earning power down the road as you pick up much better and more plentiful skills than your colleagues. For instance, like the person who maybe takes $10,000 more out the gate for roughly the same job, but you take a slightly less paying job, but you think, there's smart people there, or I want to learn how this thing is done or that thing is done. I know X and Y works at this place, or I know X and Y has worked at this place, or I specifically like that this company's work is a bit better. And those are like key indicators. That's actually probably where you should go, not the money. Take the job where you think you can learn the most, especially if you're not 50. If you're relatively still in the nadir of your career, I think that's a word. Anyway, if you're still relatively early in your career, play the long game, and the long game is becoming the best at what you do. Right? This circles back to an earlier video I made, which is that you can either be first, best, or biggest. Now, first is hard to do, especially in creative fields where somewhat of an industry is already developed. You could be the first on like digital video 5-10 years ago, but that window's quickly closing. And it's hard to be, the biggest at what you do unless you just get lucky a lot of the time. But you can be the best, at least in a small, narrow field, and it gets back to specialization. But what you essentially want to do is build moats around your marketplace that you can offer. Like, if you think of yourself as like a little castle, and what you do to protect yourself against the kind of tides of capitalist marketplace where the economy goes up and down, and opinions shift, and desires shift, and demand changes, and supply changes. Right? What you want to do is build moats around your castle that protects you from those fickle shifts in a capitalist society. And you build those moats by being hyper specialized and having skills that nobody else can offer. So nobody else can get to you, right? You're the only person that can both shoot a camera and appear on camera and edit videos, right? Like, those are interesting things. Or you're a person that can both write really well and write articles and posts as standard print journalism and make videos and know how to edit videos. Or let's say you don't know how to edit, but you know how to shoot a camera and you're really good at getting people to interview. And those things are often hard to learn in a classroom. The best way you can do it is have environments or opportunities where you get the chance to kind of like sink your teeth into things and just practice a lot and be allowed to fail and be around a lot of people that are smarter than you, better at you, and that you can kind of learn from, right? So, this is going to sound weird, right? But at the end of the day, like, I actually, there's a good argument for why BuzzFeed became so successful in the way that it was relative to other companies. And that's because it had a snowball effect, where even though they didn't pay very much money, people wanted to work there because you were around other smart, intelligent, creative people. And from the outside, you can hate on it with all the clickbait stuff and all the we tried the stupid mocha frappuccino. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of that stuff is stupid. But that environment, you're still much more around young people doing interesting things, trying new things, failing a lot. And you're around a lot of opportunities to grow and learn from people like Zay Frank. Like, holy smokes, Zay Frank's walking around. Versus taking maybe a job at NBC that pays a lot more, or CNN, right off the bat, but then already being locked down into a very defined, narrow field in your job, like, oh, I'm just an editor for the video, like, yeah, I get paid more, but you're not around the opportunities to do things, and then you're stuck around with a lot of other people that just do the same thing you do, and you can't really learn skills or copy them and get better. So there you go. That's actually my real world advice for how to advance yourself in any career path, which is often don't take the highest paying job. Take the job that will allow you to move forward in the long game with the trajectory you want. And often that means taking a job that offers other value outside of a monetary value. It offers soft skill value, offers technical value, it allows opportunity, allows risks. Some companies are more willing to allow you to take risks than other companies. So think about those things over just the monetary value. Anyway, that's all for me today, guys. I'm currently in Arkansas. I've got really nothing to say about Arkansas. It's a nice state, though. If you want to watch another video and click around, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Thanks for watching.